Isaiah 55 begins with an invitation. Come, not to the qualified, not to the strong, not to the already satisfied, to the thirsty. Come, all you who are thirsty, come to the waters, and you who have no money, come, buy and eat. There is something disarming about this opening. God is not negotiating, He is inviting, not selling, not pressuring, not demanding credentials. Come. But then the chapter asks a question that confronts us quietly. Why spend money on what is not bread, and your labor on what does not satisfy? This is not just about food, it is about misplaced pursuit. We invest energy into what looks promising. We chase what appears to satisfy. We commit ourselves to outcomes we think will fill us. And often, they don't. Isaiah 55 does not begin by explaining everything. It calls us to listen. Listen, listen to me, and eat what is good. And you will delight in the richest of fare. Listening precedes receiving. Obedience precedes understanding. The chapter speaks of an everlasting covenant, the faithful love promised to David. It speaks of God calling nations that do not know of him, of something larger unfolding than immediate comprehension. And then comes a call that feels urgent. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake their ways, and the righteous their thoughts. Forsake. Not analyze endlessly, not negotiate terms, not delay until clarity arrives. Turn. Return to the Lord, and he will have mercy. Return to our God, for he will freely pardon. Isaiah 55 is not built on explanation, it is built on trust. And then we reach the center of the chapter, the part that reshapes everything. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. This is where obedience confronts understanding. We want to understand before we obey. We want to see the entire map before taking the step. We want reasons, timelines, explanations. But Isaiah 55 does not promise full comprehension. It promises transcendence. God's ways are higher. His thoughts are broader. His vision extends further than ours. Obedience over understanding is not blind faith. It is humble faith. It recognizes that the creator of heaven and earth does not operate on our limited horizon. The chapter then shifts to imagery. Rain and snow fall from heaven. They do not return without watering the earth. They make it bud and flourish. They provide seed for the sower and bread for the eater. And then God says, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." The word works beyond your sight. The rain falls before the harvest appears. Obedience often feels like sowing in silence. You do not always see the immediate result. You do not always understand the full purpose. But the word does not fail. Isaiah 55 ends not with confusion, but with joy. You will go out in joy and be led forth in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and all the trees of the field will clap their hands. This is not emotional hype. It is the fruit of alignment. Where there were thorns, there will be cypress. Where there were briars, there will be myrtle. Transformation follows surrender. Obedience of understanding means you trust the higher ways, even when they do not align with your immediate logic. It means you return when correction is needed. You listen when instruction is given. You step forward, even when the horizon feels unclear. You do not need to fully grasp God's plan to participate in it. You do not need to understand every detail to respond to his invitation. Come, listen, seek, forsake, return. These are verbs of response, not analysis. Isaiah 55 does not disarm your desire to understand. It places it in perspective. His ways are higher. His word is effective. His mercy is available. His invitation is open. Obedience is not intellectual defeat. It is relational trust. You step because he speaks. You return because he calls. You sow because he promises rain. Today is not about solving everything. It is about surrendering what you cannot see. Trusting that the word accomplishing its purpose does not depend on your full comprehension. And believing that when you follow higher ways, joy will come, peace will lead, and the ground beneath you will flourish because you chose obedience over understanding.